Hi, my name is Diane, and my trail name is Walkie Talkie. I'm 57 years old. It's year 2021. And about a year ago, I started thinking about the John Muir Trail. I have hiked the whole thing on 3 separate trips over the years, but always had a dream of doing the whole John Muir Trail in one piece. So started thinking about it last summer and planning in July, so we started in July. The trip started in July. On January 17th, 2021, I was on the computer at 8 o'clock in the morning, ready to snag that permit, that coveted permit. So I got the permit out of Horseshoe Meadows over Cottonwood Pass, coming in below the John Muir Trail, and then hooking around the back of Mount Whitney and continuing northbound and doing the entire John Muir Trail. And spent a lot of time with spreadsheets and planning and maps and trying to figure out how many days and where I would stay. So got that all figured out on January 17th, managed to get the permit and laid in all the groundwork of where I would be staying, and then started the prep. The prep process was pretty long. One of the big pieces was making my own food. So we looked on YouTube and found a good guy who does dehydrated food, and bought the cookbook, and I started cooking, making dishes and dehydrating those pieces of the dishes in the dehydrator, packaging them, shrink wrapping them, and starting to assemble all the other pieces that I would need for my food on a day-to-day basis. Then package those day by day, laid those out on the table for each day's meal, put them in buckets, and mailed a couple buckets off to places that I needed them to be when I needed to pick them up. Once all that food was taken care of, there were other things to figure out: gear, fuel, clothing, all the pieces that go into putting together a good pack, and making sure the tent was ready. I waterproofed the outside of the tent. So just getting all the pieces together. Another part of what I did to prepare was some practice hikes. So my hiking partner Ike and I did 3 practice hikes. We did 28, 29, and 31 miles on 3 different occasions on weekends leading up to the day. So when the time came, we got rides. We got a ride down, all the way down to Horseshoe Meadows, and staged the night before at the campground, which is 10,000 feet. On July 17th, the trip began. So it was quite an adventure. It was what I wanted it to be. There were difficulties along the way, and anything that's worth doing is hard. So yeah, it was hard. At times it was very hard, but there were so many good moments, and it didn't disappoint. The scenery was spectacular. The people we met along the way were amazing. The accommodations were fantastic. Everything really went the way it should have gone. And in the end, it was an incredible journey. So I took video along the way using this GoPro camera, and I have not seen it yet. Today is August 8th. I got back yesterday. So I'm really anxious to see what I captured on video, and I've made this clear for myself and everybody around me that I took the video for myself, and hopefully it's a record of my journey. And it could be 1 hour long, it could be 3 hours long. I have no idea exactly how much video is going to end up in this movie. If it's long, I apologize, but if you stick with me, you'll see the whole journey. And just anxious to kind of look at the videos and get them edited and put into line and taken care of, so that I have this record of my journey. I hope that that everybody will enjoy watching it. The day is here. 6 months of planning, lots of logistics and work, and now here we are. It's July 17th, and we are about ready to leave. It's early in the morning. We had a great night at Horseshoe Meadows walking campground. So I guess that's the meadow down there, and just lots of dispersed sites with a parking lot. And the gear is on the table ready to load. Ike's camped over here. He's somewhere over there. I think he's about ready too. So we're about to say goodbye to Rich and get on our way. And I'm loaded.
It's a monster, my constant companion. So anyway, but there it is. So just ready to put the pack on and get going. It is 7:22 and I think we'll be out of here by 7:30. All right, the sign there says Cottonwood Pass. We're looking for the trailhead. It's really pretty landscape.
It is.
Yeah, just kind of open with sand, sandy soil, nice trees. Okay, well I see some folks over there and I see some signage. All right, well, this is it. We're off.
Are we there yet?
Okay, see ya.
Adios.
Let's go.
Now, that monitor, you could see what he was filming?
Well, we're coming along this path and Horseshoe Meadows is in front of us and the sky is blue. That's a real positive with some of the smoke we saw coming down yesterday. But behold in front of us, I believe that is Cottonwood Pass and that's where we're going. If I had to guess, that is it. So 1,100 feet up from where we are now. Most of that hiking uphill is at the end. Obviously, we're gonna go across this flat here and then we'll be climbing up over. But that is my best guess about where that pass is. And we should be able to get to the top and look back down. Well, the environment has changed and I think this is an environment we're gonna see in quite a bit of the southern part of this trail. This dispersed pine, foxtail is what some of it might be, although this is probably lodgepole. We did see a foxtail pine at the trailhead, which was exciting. But sandy soil, dry soil, dispersed trees, not a lot of understory vegetation. Makes it a little hard for walking because of the sand, but
I'll take it
it's smooth. Yeah, I'll take it over big old chunky rocks and shale. So anyway, that's kind of where we are, and I think in a little bit we're going to break out into our climb up over the pass. But for now, the meadow's in the distance and we're in the trees. We've been hiking for an hour and 20 from down there somewhere, and we've been through a series of switchbacks and we're going to cross somewhere over here. I'm not sure if it's there or there or there, but somehow we're going to get over that wall. And I have a feeling it's not going to be too long before that happens. And the number for this pass is 36. 36 switchbacks. Yay! I was guessing up to 50 and I was hoping for no more than 30, so that's about the way it happened. But now that we can say goodbye to the Horseshoe Meadows drainage, we can come over the Windy Pass to our next area, which will include Chicken Spring Lake. I've been contemplating how in the world it could have gotten that name. I'm sure there's a story behind it. But here is the pass. Pass number 1 out of the way, Cottonwood Pass. And the altitude is definitely something I'm feeling. Legs are in good shape. A little bit of difficulty with the breathing, that's more where the limitation is. But anyway, saying goodbye to Horseshoe, saying hello to our next area. Wow, the morning is unfolding before us in a very, very good way. So, oh, and there's a sign up ahead. Let's see if I can catch that. It is a sign. So that took us about 2 hours and it was 4 miles. So considering it was uphill, what a pace. What a great pace. Okay, we gotta be careful. Oh yeah, Rock Creek, PCT North, and Trail Pass. So we've met the PCT. We're now on the PCT, and that's the one that comes from Mexico. There it is, going north. This is a really interesting forest. It is foxtail pine. perhaps something else mixed in, but most of these trees, Rich told us, are foxtail pine, which I've seen before over Kearsarge. I never knew what they were. But wow, short trees, very stunted, very broad at the bottom, and just really interesting contrast with the grayish white rock and sand and the red of the bark and the green of the foliage. Really pretty. Chicken Spring Lake. The trail doesn't go right down to it, so I think this may be one of the last shots we get before we kind of leave this little basin. So anyway, beautiful day and onward. When the pass isn't really the pass or the high point, so to speak. There's Cottonwood Pass and we're above it. There's Chicken Spring Lake. Beautiful. But the surprise is over here. Got this incredible vast open space. I guess you could call it a meadow. And then looking out to the west, bunch of mountains. Very pretty. So we're kind of on the razor's edge of this ridge, and then we're going to drop down to the left and kind of parallel on level around this. So anyway, just really the trail throws you lots of surprises. So, and we have to take this as a positive because the views are awesome. Talk about fire adapted environment. These set of trees didn't make it, but there's so many that are burned out on one side and then have foliage on the other. I mean, so many trees here are half burned. And then there's another interesting example of one who got burned and burned and burned underneath. Kind of did it in. It's like a sculpture. It's beautiful. Well, we're having a little lunch stop, and well deserved. And we've only got about 5 miles left today. So there's my little cushy spot. I'll put my shoes on just to take off my hiking shoes. Ike's getting some band-aids on his feet. A few sore spots, nothing terrible I don't think, but we are going to head on down the trail, and it's about 1,200 feet down from here, and about 5 miles. So I think we're going to make it in even 3 hours. Will put us there at 4 o'clock. So that's going to be really nice. I'm going to be happy to have a little time off in the afternoon. You couldn't ask for an easier trail. Nice and sandy, smooth, barely downhill. So it's kind of interesting. We've got a bunch of white, puffy whites here. I haven't heard any rumbling. I don't think it's going to develop significantly, but it's kind of nice when one floats between you and the sun. Gives you a moment of shade. But yeah, definitely something we haven't seen on our practice hikes. It's that little bit of relief. So we're just making our miles. 5 to go, probably not even 5 at this point, maybe 4.5. That's all that remains. Empty. So I had chicken orzo. I didn't eat it all. I really just didn't feel like it. But anyway, it was delicious. So we are camped next to a creek. It's a beautiful evening. My battery ran out on... Well, hello there. My battery ran out on the GoPro, so I was not able to film this afternoon, but it was kind of interesting. There was a train of horses, or mules actually, that went by with a bunch of equipment to go work on the trail. And then we went past a camp that the National Park Service has that has mules and stock for that kind of work. So anyway, they were making horrific noises, just their normal noises, but we moved just beyond that. We're right where we needed to be. We're at the Rock Creek Ranger Station, just past the little junction where it goes into the station, which we never saw. So anyway, we're by a creek, and it's a beautiful evening. We got here at 4 o'clock, and it's about 6, I think, by now, and I've already had dinner, and it's just a nice evening. So we're super excited that we made our goal and did what we needed to do today, and I had time to wash out my socks and soak my feet and do all that, rub down my legs, get the dirt off, and all that good stuff. So anyway, a lovely evening, and I have a feeling I'll be in my tent here as soon as the sun goes behind the trees. Here's the Ike lookalike. He went through camp yesterday with that pack. Yeah, this morning, and the folks camped across from us said, "Bye, Ike." I'm like, "What? No, did he leave?"
And where are you headed?
We're headed ultimately to Yosemite Valley.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm going to Cedar Grove.
Oh,
good.
okay.
Just doing Kennedy Meadows. Where'd you start? Cottonwood. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so it was a bit of a slog up about 700 feet, but we have Goyat Pass,
About 300 more.
and yeah, I think it's up there.
Yeah,
I think that's the one. So
It's always up there.
yeah, it's up there. The
When you think
passes
it's
are
there,
up.
It's a little higher.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
So anyway, but what a cool coincidence.
I like to keep the attitude, just take one step and
One step at a time. And that marks the top of Goyat Pass, or Goyo. There's where we came from, way down in there. And here's where we're going. As you might have noticed, the sky is cloudy. We've had some sprinkles. And yeah, oh look, peekaboo. Nice, right through there. Wow. So we've got a 3.3 mile down stretch with about 600 foot down. So that's the next step. And then another 1 point something and we're at Crabtree. And it's only 10 o'clock. That slight little sprinkle has turned into more of a rain, and I had to stop and completely unload my pack, line it with a plastic garbage bag, and some of my stuff got a little damp, but here it is. So it's going to be wet, but hopefully this won't go on all day. But for now, I'm sticking the camera in the pack so it's safe, and we'll see what happens.
That's it. It's got to be.
Well, this is the scene. Yeah.
Whitney, all the way back there with the jagged sides on both sides.
Yeah, we're kind of thinking that that's Crabtree Meadow down there.
And
And
Lake's right up that canyon.
yeah, and then up there somewhere in the clouds is Whitney. And I think the PCT then goes north somehow along out over there because it doesn't go up that
There's
canyon at
another.
all.
The clouds are breaking straight through there. That might be Whitney.
Yeah.
Rather than the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, it's back there somewhere. So anyway, so we're coming down this boulder field, and I think we're going to hit our junction pretty soon to go up towards Crabtree. So it's after lunch. We decided to stop at Crabtree Meadow. We went to the ranger station and talked to the ranger about forecasts. She said rain for the next 4 days. Oh my gosh. It's cold. It's wet. I had to unload my pack and then put everything inside a garbage bag inside the pack. The pack is wet. My gloves are wet. I'm wet. So anyway, we stopped here at Crabtree Meadow. We were gonna throw a tent up because it was starting to rain pretty hard, but then it started to let up. So we had our lunch, and we've decided to go ahead and do the extra 3 miles up to Guitar Lake and stage there, and then just try to see if we can summit Whitney tomorrow. I did send a message to Todd, and he responded and said that the weather's supposed to be breaking up and it's supposed to be better tomorrow. So let's hope so, because I had this crazy idea of trying to do it today, but there's no way. I think with all this weather and just being cold and wet, it's a bad idea. So hopefully it'll be better tomorrow and we'll be able to do it. And we're going to try to leave about 5 in the morning and hopefully get out by 6. We think we can get back from the summit by noon, and then we're going to continue on. And then I made another terrible calculation mistake. I made a calculation mistake, which is terrible. That's what I'm trying to say. I did not somehow account for mileage that we were doing tomorrow. So I said we were having an 8.9 mile day, but if we were really going where we were thinking we were going, it would be more than we can do. So we've got to start thinking about, if we don't do Whitney, we'll be fine. We'll be on track. If we do Whitney, it's going to add mileage and stuff I didn't calculate, and that was a bad mistake. So anyway, I'm kicking myself. Ike says not to, but we'll see how it goes. It's all going to depend on tomorrow morning making that decision. So anyway, about whether or not we're going to do Whitney. So we are going to see what we can do. Well, you can kind of guess what's going on now, but it's weird. It stopped raining and we were all excited, so we stopped, undid our packs, took off our raincoats and gear and put it in the pack, and literally turned the corner, like put the packs back on, walked 10 steps, it started raining again. So now the raincoat's back on and now it stopped. So yeah, but if you get it wet, if you get your clothes wet, your body wet, your down jacket wet, any of that, you're kind of sunk because it's kind of cold. But the good news is that we've got that in front of us. And above there is Guitar Lake. And so we're gonna head up to Guitar Lake, kind of over that notch, and just camp out there, and hopefully it won't be raining hard, and we'll just get set up for the night and get a good night's rest and just try to give this thing a go tomorrow. It has been quite an afternoon. We had a horrific downpour, rainstorm, and ended up having to turn back. We did not make it to Guitar Lake, so came back sharing a campsite with two brothers from Kansas. One's from Kansas, one's from Colorado. I had my tent to the left of that orange tent, and the rain was so intense that that spot flooded. So Ike, who's over there, got out. He helped me drag my tent up here, and I'm up a little higher on higher ground. And so everything is horribly wet. It's disgusting. The floor of the tent is wet. All my stuff, my pad's dry, but all my other stuff, it's just kind of gross. So here I am cooking dinner right outside the door, which Ike says is not a good idea, but at this point I don't care. So anyway, I don't know, there's still kind of some gray skies, but I think it's getting a little better. So anyway, and I've got my lasagna going, so gotta deal with that. Okay, more later. Well, it's 6 o'clock in the morning, and it was a night with a few scattered thunder and rainstorms, but nothing terrible. So that's good news. Other good news is that it's hard to see, but it looks like we've got some clear skies out there. So my tent is still wet, if you can see, kind of above me, and it's messed up, and my pack is wet. It's under the little vestibule. The tent held up really well, I must say. But I've got to dry some stuff out. And I did sleep warm and dry. It took me a long time to get warm, but when I got warm, it was okay. So I slept well. And there's no way we're going to do Whitney. I don't know if there's more storm coming, but this, with our mileage miscalculation and where we need to get, it just isn't going to happen. So, but you kind of get perspective. I'm warm, I'm dry. I've got to dry out my gear. Hopefully that'll happen and I can pack up and we can get out of here. But it's the real world, and it's dangerous, and you can get hurt and die. So I'm not going to do that. So anyway, we're going to use common sense and try to be smart, get our stuff packed up and get out of here and get up the trail, and then hopefully make up for my mistake, my math mistake. So anyway, we're going to try to get to the base of Forester tonight. I think we will have a good day doing that, unless it rains all day, and that could be a problem. But hopefully I see clear sky, and I'm correct when I say that I see clear sky. So anyway, we'll try to get packed up and get going, maybe dry things out a little before we leave. So let me see, Nicole and Denise from Bakersfield, and Brendan and Ryan. Brendan's from Kansas. Ryan's from Colorado Springs. No, Fort Collins, Colorado. Our buddies for last night. We're thankful. And these guys are buddies the night before, and we're all northbound through hikers. So we'll be bearing this out together.
That's right.
Wow. So you just kind of stop what you're doing on the trail. There's the trail, and you go, okay, let's look over here. Whoa. And it doesn't look terribly stormy. Hopefully it'll cooperate today.
So where do you keep your guys' packs at?
I can hear water. That is Wallace Creek down there. I hear voices too, so I think Ike is down there. But look at this Bighorn Plateau. We're coming into it. I remember coming up this trail last time with a pack of horses that was going down as we were going up. But anyway, yeah, gorgeous country. Things are shaping up, kind of patchy, broken. So hopefully this will hold and we'll have a dry and sunny day. There she is. And in and out of clouds. You can see the spires to the right of the summit, and then that kind of round flat. That's the summit. That's Whitney.
You can see the stone cabin up there.
Yeah, really? I don't know. Anyway, this is the view, and I love this spot. It's called the Bighorn Plateau, and this is where we stopped to have lunch. It's blustery. There's the view to the south, incredible. And then I don't even know what those spires are, but they're amazing. There's still snow. There's a tarn, beautiful water body. And then that's kind of where we're headed, down there to kind of to the west, down into that canyon. Kind of beyond and around that where the trees are on the slope is Forster Pass, and that's where we're headed tomorrow. There was a lot of dark clouds over there a few minutes ago, but they seem to have let up a little. But we are ready. We are ready with raincoats, and you can see the pack cover here. He's ready. I'm ready. Everything's in plastic inside the packs. Yeah, so that's it, and this is quite a spot. So I'm glad we're not on top of Whitney today. I'm sad for anybody who has to even go over Trail Crest. So off we go, and today we only have about 2 more miles to get to Tyndall Creek, and I think we'll make a decision there, but I have a feeling that that's going to be our night stop, because it'd be nice if it doesn't rain to even dry some of the stuff out from yesterday. It'd be nice if we could get a little closer to Forster, but our plan only called for us getting a half mile beyond Tyndall, so all the folks are staying at Tyndall. And I think that might be our best bet. So we'll see. So I came over from the Big Horn Plateau, and it just had to capture this. This is why this area is so incredible. Just spire after spire after spire. And then barely, let's see if I can point to it. Right there is Forster. It's in the distance. It's barely visible. There's another mountain in front of it, but I can see a notch there, and I know that's Forster. So we're headed down into Tyndall Creek, and then up that big slog tomorrow morning, 5 miles to the pass from Tyndall Creek. And I love this forest, all this foxtail pine, very stunted, so it's just absolutely gorgeous. These are really nice signs that they post along the way. So we came from Wallace Creek, but we came many miles before that, about 4 miles before that. So we've done 8 something. Forster Pass is 5. And then down here, Shepherd Pass is 3.4. Of course, we're going Forster. So that's going to be, I think, our work cut out for us tomorrow. And it's lightly raining. Not too bad. And there's the creek. There's Tyndall Creek. We're going to cross it. And then the ranger station is just beyond. And I already see some folks setting up their tents. So Forster Pass looms in the distance. Well, you looky there. That is my tent with Ike's trekking poles to hold up the awning. It's kind of its full-on maximum iteration. So anyway, it's dry in there, and it's dry up here, and it's just a lovely thing. It was raining when we got here, raining pretty hard. Started up, and we got all panicked and set up quickly, but now things have dried out. So I love the design of this tent, because the rain kind of channels down through this area and rolls off the back. It doesn't really drip off the sides. So anyway, I am cozy. My pack is drying out, and Ike is up here, and he put up a clothesline, and there's actually direct sunlight. This is so amazing. We have direct sunlight, so I'm trying to dry out some of my stuff. And little socks are there. His tent's here, and it's about to be happy hour. And our friend Chris is over there. And I've got Greek chicken for dinner, and just gonna hang out. And it's quite pretty here, but still lots of clouds. We just can't seem to get rid of the clouds. So anyway, it's all right. There's some blue sky there, so it's time for dinner. And we're off. We got off to a little later start than we thought we would on day 4. It was about 7:45 when we left. We were down there in the trees, and we're starting to kind of come up and up. It's a beautiful trail. It's nice and easy, not too steep, and Forster Pass is just somewhere over there. Gorgeous morning and no clouds. Well, there it is, and it's that one, not that one. We're sure it's that one, just based on having been there before and seen the slope. But oh my goodness, look at this. And we just crossed a little waterway, Just stopping for a moment here to capture this. It's just incredible. So, sun's out, the sky's blue. We're doing really well. I'm proud of us. And then off this way, back down, kind of in the direction we came. So it's just 360 here, 360 views. So that's the goal right there. So here's one of those beautiful lakes below the pass. The pass is right there. And as you can see, you might be able to see that the trail goes through there. It zigzags up the scree a little bit, and then it goes across towards the bottom there. And then somehow, it's a miracle that it zigzags up just to get to the top. So, and actually I do see a line going across kind of up high there. So I think that's the approach. And then the last few zigzag steps to the top. So we're doing really well. It's 9:40, and I'd say another hour and a half and we'll be on top. Hey.
Good conversation.
There he is. No food.
Yeah, you smell that?
Yeah, he's smelling it.
Smelling it, baby.
He says, oh, that smells good. Please leave some. Oh, now he's going to get up on his little perch.
Oh, look at that. So
Isn't he
cute.
Hey, guy. This is where you live. Wow.
What's your name?
Pretty cool. There it is.
What's your name?
And if you can see across some of the pathways going across, and then the one right up near the top right there going across. So we have 800 feet of elevation to gain, and we'll be there. Right,
That's a
Mr.
piece of
Marmot?
cake.
Right, Mr. Marmot? The powerful force of Mother Nature. That's the trail. That's the rock that came down from up there somewhere, probably with snow melt. You would not want to be around when that was going down. So, getting up on the switchbacks. There's the nice 2 lakes. There's a 3rd lake, and then a 4th water body over there. And then the last of the switchbacks is up there. And I can see folks up ahead of me there on the trail. I don't know where Ike is. He's out of sight right now, but he is ahead of me. So they're making those last few switchbacks before coming across. And then, oh, there are folks on that last little bit right before the pass. Wow. Exciting day. It's 10:30, and I think I'll be on top in a half hour. Yep. Wow. On the big switchbacks here, and you can see on that one right in the center of the screen where they had to build a wall to have enough room to have a path. So if you're afraid of heights, this might not be the best thing for you. And I'm going to turn, and then up it goes. And so there's a few more switchbacks, and then it goes across, and over there are the last few in the pass. So less than 100 feet elevation away. Just a glorious day. We're so lucky. So incredible. All right, so this is the last switchback over here. And then as you can see, Ike has already crossed the little divide there in the gully or ravine, and he's working on the last few, which are hard to see from the approach. Seems impossible that there could be switchbacks there now. Granted, they're pretty steep, but you can see all the work that went into building them. But they're doable, as Ike is showing you. So, just across here, whoops, hung up a pole, and there's the part that goes across, and there's the pass right up there. Go Ike. And there's Nicole down there. You can see the last path across, and there are the switchbacks. And yeah, they're steep. This appears to be the last few feet. I don't think there's any more switchbacks before the pass. So come with me. I think Ike waited. Oh, Ike waited to do the pass with me. Whoops.
Well, I had something I was going to say, but I'm not going to say it on camera.
Okay. Maybe involves a few 4-letter words.
No, it's we discussed earlier.
Yeah. There they are. Hi, buddy. Are you the welcoming committee or are you the toll taker? Here to take a little treat. It's our passage. What are you doing up here, buddy? And there it is. And here we are. And there it is.
No crowd.
Forester
Everybody's
Pass. And there's no crowd. I don't get it.
No crowd.
No crowd. Oh my goodness. And there go the folks down the other side. What an incredible view. Oh. Okay. That's about it. We're gonna need some photos up here. It's not even windy.
What time did we make it at?
It is 11 o'clock.
Damn, that's
Let's see, that was 3 hours and 15 minutes from way down there. And that's a bit. That's about it. All right, fanfare.
Great to see you guys.
Denise. You guys inspired us all the way up.
Oh, were we pushing you?
Well, I didn't want to be last. And Nicole should be there any moment. Time for photos. Not even windy.
No,
I can't believe this. We are so lucky.
the conditions are amazing.
Yep, we are so lucky.
Hey,
Yay!
Watch your step.
Yeah, don't lose
you
your
gotta
balance.
die for the gram.
All right, good stuff. Top of Forester Pass, 11 o'clock. I would like to dedicate this pass to my son Samuel because the last time I was up here, I was with him and I got a photo right there at that sign with him. And I thought about the fact that, you know, maybe we could do this together someday, but I think I'd be happier if he did this with his own children. So anyway, kind of an emotional moment for me, but it's a big deal. So it's the highest elevation of our trip. And I'm thinking about you, Samuel. Love you.
Deduct 10 points.
All right. Everybody's here.
All right, guys.
Gang's all here, and there's the path down. Oh my gosh. There's the folks either coming up or going down. We've got a long down, but that's okay.
I've been up here where we traversed across a snowpack.
Oh no. There was
which
one
is
snow
always
patch
icy.
last time I was up here.
Dicey.
So,
I would not want to do this pass in snow, with any snow on the trail. Oops,
Yeah,
that would be scary.
it is.
got a big group coming. Just another shot at what we've come down through, and up and over that is the pass,
So
which
what's
you
this
can't
group?
see.
Soccer team, out training.
Oh, soccer team.
Yeah.
For like,
And there is the Vedette Canyon, and that green area to the right there in the center of the screen is where we spent the night before we climbed the pass last time. And there go the group. And again, looking back over, and oh my gosh, this lake is so pretty. And then up. And you still can't see the pass, it's behind there, right below the cloud. But there's that group soccer team doing their thing. So, yeah, wow, in the lake. Yeah, so that's our afternoon, is just getting down that, and there's a tiny bit uphill, maybe 300 feet before the end of our day. That's it. Good stuff. It's just hard to get over the scenery. So there's the lake that we saw from the top, and the trail winding its way down. Oh man, I should try to capture all of this. There we go. Winding its way down and zigzag. Look at that pool of water. It's completely clear. And then I believe that's where we stayed last time on our way up, not the other spot. I can hear the flow of water, even on a drought year. Well, we just had a beautiful lunch with Denise and Nicole, and along this gorgeous creek. We sat on both sides of the creek and stuck our feet in and visited and just had a lovely time. So there are some more clouds building, but they don't look too ominous. So I'm just getting ready, and we're headed that way, down the canyon. So there they go, and that's what we're coming down from. Forester is over there, it's beyond that, but there's a waterfall that Denise pointed out right in the middle of the frame, and this is where we camped last time when we came through here. Just heavenly.
1.2 miles.
Oh, excellent. Okay, so what I'm thinking is we're going down to the bottom of the canyon, and then we're going to climb up that. And where there's green is where we're going to meet Wyatt. So anyway, amazing. On the other side of that is Kearsarge Lakes. Well, this is Vedette Meadow, and oh my goodness. There's good camping right there. There's a bear box. And this is just gorgeous. So amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is a happy moment. We're at the trail junction, and guess who's here? Wyatt. Oh, wow. So we did 1,000-foot vertical in 50 minutes. Yeah, so here we are. Yeah, so that's our spot, and there should be camping right around here somewhere. Oh, I see some right there. And I do think it's near the creek. We didn't need to haul up the water that we did. But there's our food drop. We're gonna get situated, and then we're gonna go right over there and set up camp. So I figured out how do you zoom on the camera, and I don't know if it's filming it any better, but yeah, he's just right up there in the center of the screen, just tearing away at whatever he's eating. Feathers are flying. Oh, here comes a big feather. So anyway, it's just raining feathers here. So what's for dinner for me? Well, I am having turkey, and it's delicious. So he's having his dinner, I'm having mine. Good morning, day 5, July 21st. That is the Kearsarge Lakes Basin and Kearsarge Pass in the distance. There's the Kearsarge Pinnacles, and then that is Vedette. That's what we came down yesterday. So anyway, there's a little bit more down here, it's hard to see, but amazing scenery. We are headed up to Glen Pass. This is our trail. There's Ike. So off we go. Well, it's been kind of an interesting morning. My stomach isn't feeling very good. So coming up the, let's see, 1,600 foot climb to Glen Pass hasn't been a whole lot of fun. And this is what we came up. You can't see down in the bottom of it, but not a very beautiful canyon in my mind, just sort of rocky and rubbly. So there's the trail coming up. And then as we turn around here, try to capture the skyline without falling down, there's Glen Pass. So we still have, there's Ike, we still have some work to do, but that is it. And then over the top is Ray Lakes Basin. Glen Pass is no short feat of engineering as well. As you can see on that open scree is a zigzag. Some people, actually they're all coming down. So zigzags you up and then gets you up above where the rocks turn gray and then sends you straight over to the right to the pass. So yeah, and then another pretty feature here is this lake. Crystal clear. Don't see anybody swimming, and nobody has the energy to swim once they're here. Anyway, beautiful spot. Can't wait to get to the top. Well, we made it. It was 11:20. There's the approach that we took coming up from that lake. And here we are on top. There's Ike. Lots of folks. Yeah, this is where we're headed. Ray Lakes Basin. So, a little bit of smoke in the horizon. So, anyway, that's what we get to go down. I can see the trail down there. And then we get to go around those lakes and down to the left.
Yeah, have a great trip.
Oh, you're leaving now? Yeah, you gotta make Guitar Lake. You better go. There's a great camp at Tyndall Creek, Bear Box, everything. You guys should make that.
All right, and the trail goes right across the ridge there before it starts dropping. Okay, I think I have a proposal to rename Glen Pass Kick Your Butt Pass, because I don't care which direction, it is nasty.
So just did some math. We started out at 9 o'clock this morning. We didn't get up there till 11:20, mostly because of me just not feeling good and going super slow. So something like 2.1. I think actually we'd gone maybe 3 miles, and it took us 2 hours and 20 minutes. It was just awful. So anyway, we're coming down now, and there's the trail and a lot of switchbacks, kind of dangerous. Gotta watch your step. But I went ahead and turned the camera on because I wanted to get a shot of that. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I don't know if there's other trails over there. There's a lake up on that little ledge. Wow. So anyway, just lots of water bodies. And then Ray Lake's down below. And there comes Ike off the pass. But you can see how kind of ugly that whole approach is. You wonder where in the heck is the trail. But there's the pass. And when you look at it from this direction, you just can't believe that you've got to go up there. And that the trail will take you there. But it does. So anyway, that's it. I can say goodbye to Glen Pass. Well, Ike is ahead of me, and this is just stunning. So we're going to try to get down to the lake and have some lunch. But I can't even capture all this because it's too big. But this is the first Ray Lake that you come to. And that little cliff there is kind of spectacular. Everything is spectacular. Anyway, beautiful water. So that is called Painted Lady, I believe, the one in the back. Lots of colors on those rocks. And here's, I guess you call it upper, I don't know, one of the Ray Lakes. And here's the other Ray Lake. We had our lunch and took a swim right down there, and I got clean. You can see there's some dark clouds developing, but we haven't heard any thunder, so we're hopeful that we'll have an afternoon that's free of thunderstorms, so we'll see. Okay, and that was the trail junction. That trail to the right goes to 60 Lakes Basin, and we came from up there, and we are headed that way, between the lakes and around the left. And that is Fin Dome, and the lakes are back over that way. You can see the Painted Lady through the trees. It's actually the one that's closer, I believe, and the pass is just behind, between those two peaks. The lakes are over there, but I thought I'd get a shot of Fin Dome before we exit, because we are headed down into that canyon, and at least it's sunnier over there, so hopefully it'll stay dry this afternoon. But that is it. It is magnificent. And there's Dollar Lake. We're going to go around this side and then along the far shore, and then you can see the canyon where it drops off. We're going to be down in the bottom of that tonight, and who knows, maybe we can see Pinchot Pass from here. It's hard to know. We have a lot of climbing to do tomorrow. I bet you we can see it from somewhere. So anyway, Ike's on his way, and I just couldn't stop. I had to stop. I couldn't pass this up and just get this beautiful shot of Dollar Lake. Well, we're on day 6, so here's my humble abode from last night, and Ike's is there, and then our new trail family is here. That's Nicole and Denise. So we're right on Woods Creek. Ike set up his laundry, his clothesline, and it's let's see what time it is. Oh gosh, it is probably about 6:30. It is 6:20, and we're going to get up and get going. It's kind of interesting. We've got some cool trees here that are lower elevation trees. We've got a Jeffrey pine, and it's a big guy, and we have a Sierra juniper, some stuff we haven't seen in a long time. So anyway, we're going to get up and get moving, get our show on the road, and get over Pinchot Pass. So this is the famous suspension bridge that crosses Woods Creek, and we are going to go starting out this morning 8:40. Everything is good, clear sky. We're going up that canyon. It's hard to see, but we have, oh, I don't know, about a 2,500 foot climb today. So one person at a time on the bridge. So I'll let Ike go, and then I'll go across. So yeah, feeling good this morning. Oh, stomach feels good. Yeah, he's holding on. It's a little wobbly. And our trail families, yeah,
Our trail family's gonna meet up at Marjorie this evening. We're headed over Pinchot Pass. The creek is gorgeous and the bridge is very cool. So I'm gonna try to do this without falling down while I film. Let Ike get across, because yeah, it's wobbly. I don't see how I could fall off, but if I feel unstable, I will stop filming. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit sketchy. I'm gonna take it nice and slow. I think staying in the middle of the bridge is the trick here, because if you start putting your weight on the outside, it starts swinging. And beautiful creek below, gorgeous water. We soaked our feet yesterday. I'm not sure why it turned itself off, if it did, but we're just looking downstream and upstream. That's where we're headed, right up Woods Creek. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. Very good. All right, and that's a great way to start the day. And there he is on the other side. We're on Woods Creek, headed up the trail. We got a long climbing day, but this is what I stopped to film. Oh my gosh, all these huge slabs of granite with pools. This would have been a nice spot if you could camp somewhere. Nice little swimming hole. And then on down, just down these huge slabs down back where we came. We were down there just a few minutes ago. So yeah, just that creek is gorgeous and it's a pleasure to be able to hike along it. We're stopped here for lunch and watching these birds up in this pine tree. Oh, it just flew off, but it's back behind where you can't see it. But they're up there on top of that tree and they are trying to open the pine cones and get the seeds out. And I think I saw one be successful there for a minute. So anyway, we're just sitting here, you know, just another day, having lunch, looking at the view. And I just felt a raindrop. So hopefully these dark clouds aren't going to dump too much on us. So anyway, well, that's the bird food. There's the next pass. That's Pinchot Pass. Our trail is here. Kind of winds around the side of that hill. Maybe up that ridge line. I'm not really sure. It probably does. And then there's some switchbacks up there somewhere. And there's the pass. So it's 12,130 something feet. So I'm about 800 feet below it right now. So real pretty. Big Mount Pinchot up here. And that's the goal of the day, over that pass and to the lake. So there's Mount Cedric right. We came below that in the canyon. Then we worked our way up, and then we came up this way and up here and up. 3,600 feet climb today. So very pretty down there above timberline. And we got some friends that we're hanging out with at the top here. There goes my pack. Oh well, it's all right. And here's where we're headed. So there's Marjorie. A few little lakes below it that are not named. We're going to stay at Marjorie tonight. Hopefully our rest of our trail family's down there. And then looking up to here, that's Upper Basin. So that's where we're headed tomorrow, and up and over a pass somewhere up there. That is one of my favorite parts of the whole trail. So yep, so there's the trail going down. You can see the little line going down the landscape. I think it'll take us about an hour and a half to get down there. So, and that's Mount Pinchot. So Pinchot Pass, good stuff.
Good morning. It's day 7. It's about 6 a.m. and just one of the fun things that happens when you backpack is the tent is not, it doesn't stay supported overnight the way it should. We had not too windy of a night, but the problem is it gets wet. It's just soaking wet and it dripped all over my bag. My bag is wet and it's dripping on my pad and my pad is wet. So and the only solution is to vent the tent during the night, which was so cold that I couldn't do it. I had to try to, I'm in my long johns and in my down bag, which was dry when I got into it and took a long time to get warm. So anyway, it's like,
I'm over behind a rock, can't hear you.
okay. So you do what you can. You just try to stay warm. That's number one. But anyway, here we are. It's at Margaret Lake and we're going that way down Evolution Valley, or Upper Basin. And as soon as the sun comes up over the ridge, hopefully we're going to get some drier weather and it'll dry things out a little bit because my bag has to dry before I can roll it up. I just can't do it wet down would not be good. So anyway, just kind of one of the problems. I mean, it was literally dripping off of here this morning. So just my condensation, that's all. So, great start to the day, but gotta do it.
We're in for a real treat today. So, just coming off Lake Marjorie, we have to cross the Kern River and then we go up that and over the pass in the center of your screen. So, just trying to get some miles going today. We got 12, we're gonna go over that pass and then continue on, I don't know, maybe 4 more miles to Lower Palisades. This has got to be one of my favorite places on the trail. Just incredible. Now down there at that lake there's a ranger station and there's apparently at least one bear that's very not afraid of people and circling hikers while they're hiking. So we'll try to move through this area pretty quickly, unfortunately. But anyway, bears know the deal. I wish they weren't successful ever, then they'd stop trying. So anyway, beautiful morning on the trail. So met this pair on the trail. Hi. So who are you guys?
Hi, I'm Elena.
And
from
you're
the Bay Area.
And you are?
Al from Burlingame.
Okay, so show us your stuff. Woo!
Got the wait, which Crocs are these? The graffiti ones or the
The marble rainbow.
They look like paint swirls to me.
Yes.
Just like mine, which are on my pack.
Yay.
So yeah, so we're commonly bonded here. So
We totally are.
Anyway.
This is a special
Croc
bond.
family?
Yeah, the Croc family, that's right.
Not too many out here with this color.
No, I decided to go a little bit fun. So anyway, thanks you guys.
Thank you.
My name is Jeffrey George. I'm from Oahu, Hawaii, and I didn't pack enough food for the journey, so thanks so much for this food.
And you got a chicken orzo, you got an English muffin, you got some beefy strogue. All right, beefy strogue. So anyway, I am so glad that you can use this food because I packed too much.
Thank you.
No, this is not a yard sale. It looks like a yard sale, but the problem is to get the bladder out of my pack to fill with water, I have to unload everything that's in it because it slides down in here just kind of in the front. And then I got my bear can and tent, which I can leave in, but the rest of the stuff on top of it has to come out so I can get the bladder out. But turning away from what looks like a yard sale, this is like a dream come true. I got to wash my shirt in this beautiful creek. It is drying. Hopefully it'll be dry by the time I need to put it back on. And no, it does not stink, just with plain water. So panning up, that's where we're going. That's Mather Pass, and we are in the Upper Basin. One of my favorite places of the entire trail, with incredible mountains, and there's some other folks there. The trail crosses the creek, and we came from right up in there. Let's see if I can get this right up in there. That's Margaret and that. We came down, we've come up this way, and then we're going to go over the pass. So it's a nice day, broken clouds, I've not heard any rumbles or anything that Makes me think it's going to be stormy. Hopefully we'll get over the pass safely and get over to Palisades. But in the meantime, there's my lunch spot. I've got my tuna and my bagel fin and my fresh cup of water right out of the creek. Well, filtered, but out of the creek. So, what a view. I mean, this is it. This is the best pass ever. Got pretty water. There it is up there. And then out of Ike, it's okay, I'm just filming. I can see where it goes across the hill. So there's a spot, it goes out to the right, then it goes across to the left. And there's a few switchbacks at the top. I mean, this is a great pass. I love this pass. Mather Pass. I just couldn't help myself. Had to pull this camera out again. Just the perspective here. We are 400 feet below the pass, and Ike's moving along. I saw some folks, yeah, way beyond there coming down, and then this wonderful view, which I will capture better from the top. But I just think this is a marvel that this trail is actually not too bad, but it just slowly winds its way up, and then when it gets across, there's going to be some switchbacks, I think, on that kind of that brown powdery looking area, and then it'll notch back into the top up there. Just amazing. Love this pass. It's a great approach. And there we are. That's what we did today. And you can't quite see, but it's over in there somewhere, Pinchot Pass. But we came over yesterday. We stayed down there, right, Lake Wanda, down and then back up. And it's absolutely gorgeous. Met some scouts, met some other hikers. And over here we have the Palisades. So we're going to stay at the bottom end of the lower lake down there. That's our destination. They say they're hearing some thunder. It doesn't seem too bad, but there's a few darker clouds, but not too bad. So we'll get a quick picture and then head on down. Well, this is dinner with a view. We're at Palisade, Lower Palisade Lake, and we got here in time to go for a swim. I got my hair all wet. We did laundry. I'm cooking dinner. It's just really an awesome spot. So there's the lake. There's Ike making his dinner. We're going to put tents up here. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but that's okay. There are some other folks around, but I mean, the scenery is just amazing. The sun's going to not set for a while. The way it's oriented with the ridge, it'll kind of go down in the notch. But yeah, so, and I even got my stove to just barely simmer. So, oh, steam. That's lasagna in there, and it is delicious. So anyway, tomorrow it's the Golden Staircase down that canyon, and way down, and then back up towards Muir Pass. And there's the laundry. So I mean, that stuff was so dirty, unbelievable. So anyway, I will be finishing my snack pack of Kalamata olives, and then looking forward to a delicious dinner and a great night's sleep. And it's 7:45 and we're out of here, saying goodbye to a beautiful place. Yeah, it's gonna, we're in for a long day, 14.5 miles if we make it to our goal, but we'll see what happens. I at least want to make it past a couple of mosquito infested meadows that we're going to come across in LeConte Canyon. But the task for today, to head down the Golden Staircase. It's down there. It's the last part of the trail that was completed, and then we're down in that canyon and then down to 8,000 feet and back up. So we're at 10.6 now. We'll go down to 8 and then we'll go back up to 10.6. So yeah, a lot of elevation today, but we're off to a really good start. So it was a great night last night. Well, this may just look like a pile of rubble, but it's the Golden Staircase. So it just zigs and zags down, super steep. We're going down this time. I've been up it before, but yeah, it just goes down, down, down. Got to get down into that canyon.
Better to go down than up.
Yeah, I think this is going to be just fine. But yeah, pretty cool. Glad it's here. So here's another section of the Golden Staircase, and it's just an amazing engineering feat. So just incredible work they did to put this in. But anyway, you can just see it winds back and forth. Very cool. Well, we made it to the trail junction and now we start the climb up LeConte Canyon. At this point, we're headed from down where Palisades Creek enters the Kings River, and we're headed up this direction. And we're going to get to the ranger station in about a little over 3 miles, and then kind of turn the corner to the left and keep going up the canyon towards Muir Pass. But this was just too amazing to pass by without getting a little video shot of it. Beautiful. Well, there's the next goal. Up that canyon and around the corner is Muir Pass. We're at Big Pete's Meadow. We passed Little Pete's Meadow. And we're going to try to get up there quite a ways if we can. It's probably, Ike's not within hearing distance, probably about another 900 to 1,000 feet. We want to get up and kind of stage ourselves for the pass. That would give us 1,300 to go for the pass, which would be nice, just not to have to do that much tomorrow to get over it. So anyway, that's kind of the next goal. It's hard to see, but I can see little rivulets. I can see the creek coming down, cascading down on the rocks. So anyway, it's quite a canyon and it's hard to see, but there's a mountain up there through the trees. It's just huge. I'm not sure which one it is, but this is quite a canyon. And then on this side, we got more. So anyway, we're working our way up. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. It's kind of late, but we're doing the best we can. This is a long day, but a good one. Shot. Well, look who we came upon. Two of the hardest working folks out here. Where are you headed?
Cedar Grove.
Okay, you're coming down?
You know, I started at Florence Lake.
Oh, okay, nice. Wow, he's got a load. How much weight does he carry?
He's probably got 130 pounds.
Wow.
Which isn't bad, really, for a
Yeah,
mule.
actually I was going to say the other one's carrying a little bit more, huh?
Yeah. Got the harder job.
Yeah, well, good for you. So you could come over Muir.
Yes, ma'am.
It was passable. Good.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it for horses or mules. That's horrible, but yeah.
Yeah. So, hi, Guy.
Well, I think
I won't get too close. I won't get too close. Well, you have a safe journey.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Thanks. So it is, what is it, Sunday? Gosh, gotta lose track of the days, but there's the view from where we stayed. And our tents are all packed up. Kind of a typical morning thing. It's right next to a big rock where it looks like they'd had a fire, but here's my normal morning routine. What I try to do is gather everything around me so it's within reach. There's my pack and all my stuff that goes in it. I'm having Zoom with raisins and sugar for breakfast. My garbage bag is getting really big and my food bucket's there. It's getting empty. That's good. I'm gonna do a resupply. So anyway, everything is within reach and I'm just kind of eating breakfast, getting my hair done, sunscreen, all that good stuff. And water bladder's pretty full. I think I'll probably just go with it that way. I don't think I'll fill it all the way up. Well, maybe I probably should. 2,500 feet to climb today. So anyway, but we got the river down there and the dude that was across the way packed up and left very early. So anyway, today is Muir Pass. It is kind of like, it's one of the biggest kind of moments with the hut and everything. And then hopefully we'll make it to Evolution Valley, McClure Meadow for tonight, and then tomorrow is Muir Trail Ranch for a resupply. And yeah, tomorrow is day 10, so today is day 9. So funny how that works, but yeah, today is Sunday. So anyway, we're hoping to get over the pass early in the day, 2,500 foot climb, and then down, down, down into the valley, and hopefully have a lovely afternoon, maybe even be able to get in some water and do some laundry, that kind of stuff, before we get into Muir Trail Ranch tomorrow. Okay. So we've had this girl hanging around. Well, there she goes. She's a skinny one. She's been hanging around yesterday and today, and just not afraid of us at all. So anyway, see if I can get another shot of her. Yeah, she's a skinny one. She's got some scars on one side. But anyway, she must go over here, sweetheart. Anyway, yeah, she greeted us yesterday when we got here, and she's been hanging around. This is the middle fork of the Kings River, and I think this is the last time we're going to cross it. So Muir Pass northbound is just kind of these series of these tarns there's the trail, very rocky, and you can't really see very far. You come around the corner, you get to one, and then you kind of can't see where you're going. But right up there to the right, over there is Lake Helen, and then above that's the pass. So we're within striking distance. We're doing well this morning. But yeah, just a interesting environment, and no camping whatsoever. Not a flat spot or a dirt spot to put a tent to be found. So anyway, but thank goodness it's a beautiful morning. We heard 40% chance of rain, thunderstorms, and we're not seeing that at all. So very thankful. So there's one last look at Helen, Lake Helen, and then we're headed up this way and around the corner, and they say from this side you really can't see the pass till you get there. So it's soon. I'd say within 300 feet, maybe less. And like nothing, you just swing around this way and it just pops up. So interesting the way this pass is set up. There it is. Oh, so we made it up from down there in 4 hours. 2,600 foot climb, and looks like we're going to be entertained with music as we pull in, and it's time for lunch. So there you go, the iconic Muir hut. Woohoo! Good morning from Evolution Lake. It's day 10. It's our resupply day. This is where we stayed. We came in the rain, and we set up in the rain. It stopped raining long enough for us to have dinner, and we're just packing up. So Ike's putting his stuff away. I just put my tent right there. It was kind of nice, and it was a lovely, actually turned out to be a nice evening when it stopped raining. So anyway, so we're headed down Muir Trail Ranch. The trail's over there somewhere, and it goes down into Evolution Valley and then down to Muir Trail Ranch where we get our resupply. Evolution Valley. So we came down from over here on the left side and making our way through the valley. This is about mid-valley. It's just a lovely location. That dome in the distance is called the Hermit. And if you're lucky enough to work for the National Park Service and get this assignment, that is your home. So that's the McClure Meadow Ranger Station. And looks like there's an outhouse up on the hill there. So, but anyway, what a spot. So we're moving through the valley. We've got a 13.3 mile day to get down to Muir Trail Ranch, and we're making good progress. Well, here's our first official water crossing of the trip. So this is Evolution Creek. We're at the bottom of the valley, and this is the low water crossing. You can wade the meadow if it's high, and just beyond here it starts cascading down in a very big way. Very dangerous. So I'm going to go ahead, and I've got my Crocs on. I'm good. It's not swift. Yeah, it's fine. No problem. As long as I don't drop the camera, we're good to go. And over on the other side we have Double Back and Skyline. And I'm only knee deep, so this is not a big deal. I think our next one will be Bear Creek in a couple days. So that's all there is to it. Shallower, yeah, but a little swifter. All right.
Well, it's not for the faint of heart.
This is not for the faint of heart. You're right. Okay. Okay, this is heaven. So Skyline here was so nice. He gave me some cheese to put on my tuna. I was like, you have cheese? Yes, I have cheese now too, thanks to him. Hey Samuel, do you remember this? This is where we camped the first night of our 50-miler. We had this bridge we came across. We ended up going up that way on the left side of the river, or the creek. This flows in. This is the San Joaquin River. We camped right over in these bushes. Like there's some tent spots over here. And I remember walking down to the river to get water, and that was 10 years ago. It was that big year for water. And the water was so high that it was dangerous. If you had slipped and fallen in, you probably would have died. But anyway, we're gonna go soak our feet. Ike's over there under the bridge. We're gonna pump some water, and then we have 3.4 more miles until we get to Muir Trail Ranch for our resupply. And we finally made it. Muir Trail Ranch, resupply. And I'm not sure what all this is. Ring the bell for assistance. Someone will be here to help you. Okay, so it looks like we got some folks sorting stuff out. I don't know if there's any free buckets, but there's all the used buckets over there. And it looks like that's the window where we claim it. So good stuff. And we'll see what happens to Doubleback since he forgot to pay for his privilege. So we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, I'd say my top.
A laptop. Oh my goodness. What do you think?
I think this is heaven,
Okay.
and I'm glad to be here.
Yep. So here's my pack on the scale at MTR. I'm very surprised. It's hard to see, but it's coming in at 36 pounds. So I'm really, really happy with that because it was 40 when I left initially. I don't even know how that happened. 36 pounds. Yeah,
What
so
I say mine was 43.
yeah, something like that. Heavy, but not impossible.
no water.
So without full water. Yeah, so I'm going to be up to 38, 39. So anyway, there it is. The behemoth. Okay, so what ended up being a very long and difficult day is now getting better because of our friends. So this is Dewey Goo from Turkey, and we just named her
Mountain Monk.
Yay! And then we got Doubleback here. He's from Illinois. And then we got Ike. Happy honey. Yay. We're all enjoying each other's boxes. That's enough, Ike. You're gonna get drunk or something on it. I don't know.
Plenty right.
Anyway, we're watching the sunset. Muir Trail Ranch is down there. You know, we got our buckets and they said, all right, now leave. So anyway, so we are doing okay tonight. I just had this weird dinner of all kinds of stuff. I've got a few corn chips and a bit of cheese, and I just ate a bunch of like random leftover stuff. And we have resupply, and I gave Mountain Monk a bunch of extra things, so we are good to go. So tomorrow's going to be a big uphill day, but we'll be all right. We're 7.7 miles. We're about 3,000 feet up to Murray Lakes, and I think our new trail family might be joining us, at least Mountain Monk. So that's about it for today. It's a beautiful sunset as we sit and enjoy each other. It's noon, and we left at 9. We got a late start, but here's one of the pretty meadows. Whoa. Above Muir Trail Ranch on the way to Sally Keys. Muir Trail Ranch also has trail rides up to Sally Keys. And you can see their train of horses and Ike following. It's kind of a smelly proposition to be following a bunch of horses. But I couldn't keep up, couldn't get ahead of them because of that. So my knee is hurting. We wrapped it. It's getting a little bit better, but yeah, took some ibuprofen. We'll see what happens. But anyway, we've already done 80% of the climbing to get up to Selden Pass. So looking forward to an early arrival at Murray Lakes. And it is a beautiful day, and there's no clouds. Yay! Selden Pass. Not as grandiose as some of the passes, but considering the fact we've come up 3,000 feet from the bottom of that canyon, and then that's Heart Lake, it's not a bad climb. I mean, we did it in 5.5 hours, 3,000 feet up. That's the approach. I see someone else coming up, and without falling down, I'm going to show the other side. And there's the prize for today, Murray Lakes. I'm pretty excited about that. I think we are going to stay there, and that's one of my favorite spots on the trail. And I would like to get down there in about an hour, half hour to an hour, and relax and swim and just enjoy the rest of the day. And you can see it's not really that many clouds. I see some up there, but nothing right overhead. So anyway, good stuff. Another pass knocked off, Selden Pass. Well, Ike, we made it to Bear Creek.
Bear Creek.
This is the dangerous, high raging water crossing that I was very concerned about. And truly was. Yeah, this has been a really bad drought year, because even in 2015, at the height of, you know, that drought, this was a crossing that required shoes off and water up to the thighs. So it's really bad this time of year. This year, this is really a bad drought year. So anyway, we're gonna try to find some camping along the creek. I can already feel the mosquitoes getting at me, but it is beautiful, and we're gonna try to find a spot here in the next 1.2 mile stretch. So there it is, the high water crossing.
Oh, it's a long ways down.
And we're here, and this wonderful man, this amazing, these trail angels saved us.
Someone picked her up 3 years ago from the Bear Creek Ridge trailhead area to bring her
Right.
here.
8 o'clock and it was snowing. Couldn't see
Oh
the
my
trail.
God.
Please, don't argue.
Don't argue. Don't argue.
Okay.
We just kept going. This is so far. We can't even believe that we got so lucky. So anyway, bless
You're
you.
welcome.
Thank you
Enjoyed
so
it.
much.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye. It's 0 day. It's July 29th actually, but it's also 0 day. Hi, Ike.
Cheers.
So I'm drying out my stuff, and it's finally stopped raining. Got some things out, and I just wanted to show the lovely abode here. The single wide travel trailer with everybody's junk, and we've invited Skyline. So anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm sorting through food, trying to figure out for tomorrow, the next day, and the next day when we get to Reds, and the extra food that I'm going to give away. I think I just don't see any point in carrying it because we have a resupply coming. So, and then Alice has to fit on that bucket when it resupplies. So anyway, it's just stuff everywhere, and I did some dishes and trying to get things sorted out and organized here. So anyway, it's a bit campy, but it works, and it keeps us dry. So that's 0 day. We're gonna have happy hour at 5 o'clock, maybe watch some Olympics and have dinner and drink beer. So anyway, it'll be fun. I got lots of friends, so it's a good time. Okay, so here we are.
Hi, I'm the greeter. Welcome to VVR. Come on in, get your complimentary beverage. She did.
I did yesterday. And Meagert was so awesome when we pulled up in this truck, and she said, welcome, come on.
Come on in. We have showers, we have hiker clothes, we do laundry, we have fresh cooked meals
Oh my
3
God.
times a day. The portions are large enough for a family of 6, but hikers need not much food.
That's right.
I also get to not only greet, but I get to take people to trailheads at the end of their stay, and they're like a whole new person after being
Yep.
here.
This will transform you.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Meagert.
You're welcome.
All right. Mwah. So here's the store. It's got all kinds of supplies, and probably the most important supply is the beer closet here, the beer cooler. You got sodas, and then you just come up here and you check out. You tell them what room you're in, and they've got all the tags up in the little mailboxes back here. They have their dinner menu. So anyway, I've already ordered my dinner. And then they have the dining room, the kitchen, folks eating yummy food. And then kind of the fun place where everything is happening is out here. There's Skyline and all the folks. People are eating, and oh my gosh, there's some TV with Olympics. The guys are eating. I gotta zoom in on this. So we got fish and chips, and we got the steak.
There we go.
What are you having, Dan?
I'm holding out. I'm waiting until I feel a little rumble in the tumble.
Well, you better hurry up, or it's gonna be gone.
There you go.
It's gonna be gone. So, all right. We got folks here at the bar counter. We got folks here.
Oh, I got to go.
Yep, there we go. So there's the steak. Yep, you got the steak too.
What's left of the
Chips
chicken?
and the chicken.
What's left of it?
Which did they call my name?
Destroyed it.
I didn't hear it.
I did not
Okay,
hear
not
it.
yet.
Not yet.
All right, well, we're sharing. You're getting my drumstick. Okay. All right, and then we got the campfire. Some folks, you're playing the guitar later. Bones, right?
That's Bones.
Bones is playing the guitar. So we got the campfire, people hanging out, and it is a fun place to be. This is a magical place. Oh, there's Bones. He's got his dinner. All right, well, it's a good place to be, and it's a happy place. And when I'm older than this, I'm gonna come back here and just take Meagret's job and be the greeter. Okay, so I just had to pause on this one. The bear on the wall, he's got the essentials. So here's our hangout. Here's our hangout table at Red's, watching some TV. Everybody's here. There's Ryan and Brendan. We finally got here. So anyway, just hanging out, and we got milkshakes. Skyline bought us milkshakes. Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Yum. Thank you. Skyline, what are you having?
I'm having roasted chicken, mashed potatoes because I'm required, I'm Irish, and some a medley of vegetables.
Oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
I'm ready to eat it.
Mine's coming. We're making it. Hey there. Thank you for making my dinner.
Okay, I'm not wanted in this state, but you know.
Beware the attack waiter, and there he is, and look at that amazing dinner. Chicken, French fries. He did French fries for me instead of mashed potatoes, and veggies. Oh my God. And I will get a napkin and some silverware, and off we go to eat this amazing dinner.
So bye, this American pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die.
Lake Thomas A. Edison in its current state, which is looks pretty good from here, but certainly dry over where Vermilion Valley is over on the right there. So coming around, looking up, it's dry at the upper end, which is why the water taxi isn't running. So that adds about an extra 4 miles to our trip today, and 4.5, something like that. So anyway, we're gonna head up this canyon and then take a left and go up, keep going. So once we get to the head of the lake, we've got 3 sections that are 1.4 miles each, and that puts us at something like, what, 4.2, and then yeah, to the left of that big block going up to Silver Pass. So anyway, and you can see this is the area affected by the creek fire. So we've been walking through burn for quite a while now, since we started hiking. So anyway, kind of sad, but I think we'll get out of it soon. So alrighty, onward and upward. It's going to be quite a climb today. Well, green means one thing on Ike's back, and that's rain. Here comes Skyline with his pack, which is waterproof, put his coat on, and we just came up that from way down below. And we came down to the bottom of that, and now we're climbing up this. There's a lake back there at the trail junction, Mott Lake, I believe. We got to get over that. So that's the deal for right now, and we're making our way. We're doing good. All right, flashback. There's Silver Pass right up there. And we are headed over to that clump of trees where we're going to camp. And the last time we were there, it hailed 3 inches and then rain. It was a mess. This is Silver Pass Lake. Hopefully we'll have better weather than we did the last time we were here, but it is still raining. So, but we're going to go and try to find our little tent spots in that clump of trees set up. And it's actually, we did great with our time today. It is 4:20. And we did 12.1 miles and climbed about, let's see, almost like 2,700 feet. We climbed a lot. So it's just a hop, skip, and a jump over Silver Pass tomorrow morning. Happy Saturday. Saturday, the 31st of July. So I forgot to film us on top of Silver Pass, but we're coming down, and I just saw this pretty spot here that I wanted to capture. So our party of 2 became a party of 3. We've now got Skyline with us. We're having a good time. So Skyline and Ike are coming down the trail, and we're going to continue on down to the bottom, to the Tully Hole, and then back out and hopefully go for a swim at lunchtime at Lake Virginia. We're hiking up Fish Creek to the Tully Hole, and something of note here, we're going 400 feet up in a mile, but actually this trail is super nice. And even a slide uphill, I think we're all in good enough shape that it just goes. I mean, we can climb gradually without missing a beat. So all day, feet just keep going.
should be
Yeah,
feeling
subtly,
that.
but not.
Skyline, you're teaching double back. What is this, yoga?
Nope, it's just to stretch my therapist.
How's that feeling, double back?
I'm not feeling the stretch like he explains.
All right,
but I don't
all
think
right.
I'm
Lay
doing
down
something
flat
right.
on your back.
Huh?
Lay down flat on your back. I'm gonna show you another great one. Probably know this already.
Oh, thank you, man.
So,
Oh, it's freaking killing me.
so take this ankle and put it
Oh, I know that one.
more.
Oh,
Now,
and then push down on
and
that
then
knee.
easily.
Oh, you feel it right
As
there.
much as you can take it, at a little at a time. Don't push it.
Okay, that's easier than the other.
Don't push it. But you wanna feel it, but don't make it hurt.
Yeah.
Do a little bit more.
So where's that going? You're loosening that,
The whole muscle
that
group in your
tendon
hip.
or something, or
And I'll show you another one too. You do this exercise 3 times, both sides, 15 seconds each. And you push that.
I could do this in my tent. That's what I like about
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
you
relaxing.
keep it straight. Keep that knee straight up. This guy's you're wanting to press. You feel that when I do it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, more.
So we're coming through the rainbow fire down into Red's Meadow. Nice little grove of aspen trees. Skyline here said he has to put his berry blinders on because we are finding currants. And of course there's gooseberries, which wouldn't be very palatable. Not quite ripe yet either. And there's also elderberries that are still in bloom, but those currants, they are actually pretty good.
And quite tasty.
Quite tasty, he says. So we're gonna try to keep him channeled towards the beer and the milkshakes and the burgers, and hope that we can keep reminding him that every time he stops for a berry, that is one sip of something or bite of something he's not gonna get right away. So anyway, it's been a nice day. It's been a relatively easy, almost about 11-mile day. We're almost there. So just trudging along. I took off at almost a dead run, shouting the word malt, malt. So anyway, but
Down that mall already.
yeah, he's probably already had one. But anyway, we are headed into Red's. And there it is, Red's Meadow General Store. Tourists waiting for the bus. Here comes my straggly crew. Coming into camp.
Red's Meadows.
Woohoo! Are we ready? Ready for some fun?
Let's go, walking in like a bunch of hombres.
Like a bunch of dirt bags that we are.
Mean hombres.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
I think I'm ready to have my chocolate malt.
Okay. How about you?
Yeah, ready?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, ready to
Here
stop.
we go. Don't let the cars run you over. Got cars here and everything. Wait. Okay, so now here's double back, and we're modeling the shirt. This is silk, right? 100% silk. And it is the bomb shirt for hiking, right?
It is.
And why do you like it so much?
It doesn't smell. Want to smell it?
No, I don't want to smell it, but I'll take your word
And
for
we
it.
can't put the smell on the video either.
No, it just wouldn't translate. But anyway, I just had to, like, what do you think the folks here that are, from the city getting on the bus to go back to Mammoth and stay in their fancy resorts, what do they think of you when you walked in?
Oh, they're not gonna think it's a fancy shirt no more. Huh?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it used to be like, that was my fancy going to town shirt.
Not anymore, I hate to tell you. So anyway, well, I just had to get a clip of that because that is classic. Now, we offered to buy you a new shirt, but, you got to decide whether or not you want to switch out of these guys. Anyway, it's quite the look. Thank you. Thank you for modeling for us. Yep.
Thank you.
Here we are at Red's. So Skyline's getting all his food organized, and I am repackaging. We're going to leave a little earlier than we planned to, so I'm stretching all my food out, and I think I have plenty to last, even with an extra day on the trail. So it's kind of a mess in here, but hey, it's what happens when 3 people are sharing a tiny space. So anyway, I had a wonderful night's sleep in that upper bunk. So yeah, just getting everything ready to go so we can take off. I know, what a mess.
I'm supposed to do
And on the runway, we have our hat modelers. Yes, okay, work it, work it, work it. Oh yeah, check it out. He's in style. Here comes the next one. Okay, he's got, oh yes, look at all the features of these hats that are matching. All right. Wow, I'm just a sorry afterthought here. Well, we've got friends. Helicopter with a bucket, second time we've seen it today. Who knows where he's dipping or where he's putting it on.
His legs to dip his bucket.
Yeah. So here we are at Garnet Lake, had an incredible lunch, and we're about ready to climb over the ridge to Thousand Island. Beautiful day, we went swimming. That's a little disturbing to see that guy up in the air, so hopefully they're getting on something quickly.
I didn't see that bucket before.
Yeah, he did the first time, and then we saw another helicopter that wasn't like that, and then we saw this one. So.
Oh, he didn't need the water either.
Nope, he would have gotten it here. Oh well. Well, it's hard to look at this and not believe in some sort of higher power. So, footbridges tend to be two logs.
On this thing shows,
and so Skyline is trying to get through that first part, which I did the upper log, and I just about lost it. But anyway, we're going to get some better views as we get up higher. But oh my goodness.
Oh, you have us on video. So, what do you tell me about your trip?
Having a ball.
Where are we right now?
Oh, day 18.
Day 18, Thousand Island.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, day 18 of 22. I'm starting to get sad already.
And I'm on the PCT. I started a lot earlier and I'm going a lot further.
All right. How far are you going?
Ashland, Oregon.
Ashland, okay.
Eddie Roberts.
He's still fighting over his old flame.
This is an old flame he was talking about.
Uh-oh.
You gonna look her up?
No.
Tell her Ike said hi.
Oh, come on.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, day 19. So I haven't really gone over what I do. I don't think I've gone over what I do in the tent when I get up in the morning. So I keep my headlamp up here, tied up to the door. I've got my electronics, my maps down here in the pocket, and my mouth guard and glasses. I keep my electronics here. And that's my pillow actually, which is my down jacket inside my sleeping bag. There's my GPS. Got my clothes. Got both sets of shoes. Because if you put these outside, you might get your shoelace chewed off, like I did right before Muir Pass. So these stay inside. My bag and pad, which I will roll up. And then extra clothing, rain jacket, long johns, and then this is my cover for my pad. So anyway, get up, sit on my sit pad, start rolling up my stuff. So I've got my pad here. I've deflated my sleeping pad. That's the first thing I do, gets me out of bed. And then my sleeping bag. So I roll that up right while I'm inside the tent. And one thing I'm always looking at is whether or not this is wet. This morning it's pretty good, but I did notice there's some moisture down here. So I'm going to roll up the bag before I roll up the pad so it doesn't get in contact with the bottom of the tent and get wet. So anyway, my little foot spot there, and I've learned that I need to keep my vents open a little bit. Plus I have this is just screen, and in front of that is the little flap that creates my vestibule where my pack sits. So anyway, let's see what's going on this morning. It's looking out one direction, and look at that. That's why I put my tent here. I believe that's Mount Ritter. It might be Mount Banner, but anyway, that's one reason I put my tent here, so I can have that view in the morning.
So there we are, a little trail up to the Little Pass, which is so low it's behind that rock. Only 700 feet to go. And Ike is pumping water because he goes through it like crazy. And there's the trail down. And then Skyline is an expert at finding a rock that's comfortable. Yep, so there it is. Just saying.
Just saying.
Alrighty, onward soon. Well, here's the last few steps to Donahue Pass, and it's been not too terrible, but certainly not easy. So, just getting up on top here. Oh, boy, it's gonna be a lot of downhill after this, so looking forward to it. And there's a south signal up here. Oh goodness, maybe it's a little farther than I thought, but the best part is the view looking back. And it's not just skyline, it's part of the view. It's Mammoth right ahead, and let's see if I can point to it. Mammoth is right there. June Lake Ski Area is over here, and then we've got minarets, some up there, some lower, looking way back to the south. Gorgeous. And barely, yeah, and barely in the distance is the White Mountains, which you can't hardly see, but it's where the bristlecone pine lives. So, come up here, have some lunch, make some phone calls, and get out to Lyell. Woohoo! And look who shows up on top of the pass. Woohoo! Brandon, also known as Island.
What's up?
And Ryan, also known as RJ.
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 Making the river crossing.
That's right.
It's for lake or whatever this is.
Yeah, water.
Water.
And last but definitely not least is Bones. Crossing along here in his awesome shirt. Fresh from McMinnville, Oregon. There he is, the one and only. Well, good morning. It's day 19 of 21. No, let's see. No, 20 of 22. Day 19 of hiking. That's what I'm trying to say. So, Skyline left early. He left at 7. I was out of there at 7:50. Ike's still at camp. We are going to meet at the post office in Tuolumne Meadows. We got to get Skyline his resupply, and then we're going to see if we can get him a permit into the valley. If we can't, we're going to part ways, and that will be sad. So anyway, I must say this lifestyle is completely absorbed in it now, and it's going to be really strange when this whole thing ends and I'm not getting up every day and rolling up a bag and packing a pack and walking away. So it is a beautiful morning in Lyell Canyon. Let's see if I can turn this without dropping it. So just on the trail, but the sun's just kind of up over the canyon walls, and got a pretty peak behind us there. That's Donahue Pass in that direction, and Tuolumne Meadows down here. Got some sun on the other hill there. I'm hiking in my regular clothes, which I'm cold, but that's okay. The sun will come up and I'll be warm. So, crossing our fingers for the option to add Skyline to my permit in Tuolumne, but not hopeful. Okay, you don't think they're gonna fit in there?
They're not gonna fit in.
Oh wow, it's full. Someone's not emptying the trash.
Okay.
Why don't you try over here?
So.
Okay, it's a monumental moment. And of course the store and the grill are closed.
Like walking on new shoes.
New shoes! Okay, let's see if they'll fit in here. Okay, bye-bye old shoes. Okay, there they are. Yeah, if you change your mind, you can still grab them. They're not gone forever.
I don't think I'll be dumpster diving in the trash can.
All righty. Good stuff. So we're on the road. We're gonna catch the trail as it crosses back from Tuolumne Meadows. Across the road, that's where we'll catch it. We're taking off. And I'm pretty upset because we had to leave Skyline behind, and I don't like doing that. It was completely unnecessary. They could have just let him use his permit in the park, but nope, that's not the way it works. They had no desire to help, so it's just the thing. So anyway, we're here, we're coming along. There's Lambert Dome, Cathedral Peak's over here. I'm gonna cross the road. Nope, can't catch it, too late. We'll see it later, but we're gonna try to make Lower Cathedral Lake so that we can hang out with our friends Brandon and Ryan and the girls tonight. Hopefully we'll make the lake. It's about 5 miles from here, so only about an 800-foot climb. But anyway, I get to just be sad for a while here, and with good reason. And this is Lower Cathedral Lake. So, not a bad place to take a swim in the afternoon. Got that nice little mountain, and all our friends are here, our trail family, except for Skyline, and that is Cathedral Peak. So we're gonna find a spot over here, 4 girls and the brothers, Brandon and Ryan, and Ike and I. So it's just set up for a lovely evening. So anyway, wow. And I took a risk bringing the camera out here, and hopefully I don't drop it. So anyway, it's time to get out, dry it off a little bit, and woo, breezy. Yeah, to dry it off and start relaxing. Well, already am. So it's early in the morning on day 21. It is 6:40. The sun's coming up. Ike's doing his breakfast, and what I had to show you is ice. That is ice. Ice, 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 ice. I scraped my head against the roof of my tent and walked around. There's Cathedral Peak behind the tree. And that's ice. It's cold out here. Brr. All right, off they go! Clouds Rest, here we come!
What's up?
All right.
Clouds Rest or bust.
All right.
Here we go.
Happy trails, guys. It's 9:20 on Friday morning, and I'm feeling nostalgic. Last pass, not much of one. This is Island Pass. I mean, not Island, excuse me, that was the other non-pass. This is Cathedral Pass. So, just kind of a small climb to a flat top. But it is a beautiful day, and I think parts of Yosemite are peeking out at us. We're gonna hit the junction with Sunrise High Sierra Camp, and that's where our friends are gonna take off to go to Clouds Rest. We're gonna continue on to Little Yosemite Valley. They have an extra day, so they'll hit that tomorrow night. You can see the trails rutted with deep ruts, and then alternatives, which is too bad. But in this softer soil, it happens that way. So anyway, it's a glorious morning, and we've got our 13 miles to make today, but no reason we can't do that. So Little Yosemite Valley is on the Merced River, which then flows over Nevada and Vernal Falls. So should be a lovely night. Yeah, it's a lovely day. And just looking backwards, Cathedral Peak. Well, this is a result of a fire that burned Merced Lakes, near Merced Lakes Junction many, many years ago. But you can see everything's still dead, except for the whitethorn, which isn't a whole lot of fun on bare legs. Yes, I'm getting scratched up. I'm not bleeding. Hopefully, when we get down to Little Yosemite Valley, we'll be able to get in the cool water of the Merced River. And all my scratches will be helped out a little by the cool water. So anyway, yeah, there's Half Dome. If you can see it in the distance. Oh my goodness, such a massive, massive piece of granite. So anyway, but this is kind of ugly. We were forewarned by hikers coming the other way. But since I don't have a pair of pants, and I'm not gonna wear my thermals and rip them all up, I'm just gonna have to, I don't know if I'm grinning and bearing it, but grimacing and bearing it, perhaps. Anyway, coming in, we're about 4 miles from Little Yosemite Hopefully a little less by now. Oh, goody goody. And down trees over the trail. So much fun. Ah, getting caught by the pack. Snagged on the bushes. Okay, hopefully the next stop is Little Yosemite Valley.
Almost stepped on one of these two gals. Just doing their thing, blending in. They don't seem afraid. Kind of cool. We've seen a few of them along the way, but I've never been able to actually get out my camera.
I wonder if they're learning to raise mom.
I think so. That looks like a juvenile, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Look at the little one. It's making a different sound too.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Well, here we are, day 22. Just the home stretch here down from Nevada Falls, and interesting little thing on the trail here. Looks like something out of Star Wars. Some little motorized rock carrier. Looks like they've had some slides, because there's an alternative trail coming down to that lower spot past the switchback. We use the switchbacks, but yeah, kind of an interesting little machine. I've never seen anything like that. So anyway, we're making our way. Yeah, you can tell there's been some damage down through here. Wow, I can't even get the top. Hard to get the top. So looks like they might have had some sort of big slide, because we keep passing it on every switchback. There's spots where looks like they've been doing trail work to try to remove some of the debris. So anyway, the trail's funny. It looks like at one point they had chip sealed or paved it, which is kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, and then they've built these alternative switchbacks, which I don't get, because usually they want to discourage people from using them. So anyway, we're coming to an intersection, and then we have a mile left down to Happy Isles. So we're really getting towards the end. It's 9:20. We've been hiking for almost 2 hours, and I'm guessing we have no more than another hour left. And it's a beautiful day. Okay, so could be behind this rock.
Right here,
he went up right in here.
Okay, Bear, go away.
Go away. Go on. Sorry, we gotta intrude, but it is what it is. I don't know where he is, but he went up right up there like 30 seconds ago. Decent size, medium size, brown color, brown coat.
Behind a boulder.
Yep, he could be right here. I don't think he's gonna jump out, but he could be right there. I just don't want any surprises.
Hey, Bear.
Wow. Okay, so I saw a bear on the trail right at the end. I think we passed where he went up. He's definitely hid himself nicely. Okay, well, that was my bear sighting for the John Muir Trail. Well, we're on the last mile, and there's the famous bridge that looks out on Vernal Falls, and it's getting busy. So, you know, it's kind of weird. I remember watching another JMT movie where it's like you feel like a ghost, you feel completely anonymous, and you know, everybody here is out for a little day hike, and here you've come in after 22 days. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of surreal. And I'm not crying yet. I'm not feeling misty yet. But yeah. Oh, people with music playing. How lovely is that? So I guess we're back to civilization even before we finished. We've got a mile left, or less than a mile. We just passed the Mile Junction. Oh, look, water. And that's a good thing, I guess. Last chance for water. That's good that they advise people. So anyway, let's see what our view of Vernal Falls is. Nevada was sad because it wasn't flowing that much, and it's not as busy as I thought it would be. So that's kind of nice. Last time it was so busy, you could hardly get anything. Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Not a lot of water, but I think it'll be time for the customary photo on the bridge. And then the last photo at the sign with all the waypoints. So anyway, we're here. I'm hungry, but I'm waiting to get something. waiting to get something to eat until extraction arrives. So anyway, it'll be much better than my half a protein bar that's left. All right, what do you think, Ike?
Hey, great trip, coming to an end.
I know.
Incredible journey and great companionship and a wonderful 20-some days.
Yep, awesome. Okay, you're on film, so just come straight in here, it's okay. If they want to ticket you, then you can move. Well, just keep going, 10 more feet, and then turn right, where all those people are in bicycles and crap. Okay. Oh, hang on. I think you went, did you go the wrong way? No? No, turn right. There you are. All right. There he is. So I'd say just pull in here. If they make you move, you move. Here they are. Yeah, just pull in. Nobody cares. Okay. Where's my moose? I gotta see my moose really quick. Moosey! Okay, I'll turn the camera off. It's hard getting off the trail, and it's easy and it's hard. I kind of have a different perspective on tasks and daily things that need to get done. When you're out there, the to-do list is very short. It's short, but every piece counts, and you've got to keep yourself safe and fed and dry and warm, and then you need to move from A to B with all your stuff. So it's short, but it's an important list. So I thought a lot about why I wanted to do this, and it's not to, to stop all world wars or to cure world hunger or anything like that. This trip was for me. And I don't often spend 3 weeks on me. So it was a unique opportunity for me to clear the calendar and just go out and do something that I wanted to do. Hopefully it's an inspiration to people to say, wow, I can do this, because being 57 years old, things are changing and life is, the body's changing, not quite as strong as it used to be. But hopefully watching this will give people incentive to go out and do things that they want to do. And I also thought a lot about the fact that my great-grandparents and those before them couldn't make recordings and couldn't capture what they do and who they are and their personalities. And hopefully there's just this piece of me that will remain for anyone that's interested in seeing who I am, and hopefully my descendants will value that as well. So it's been a wonderful journey, and I look forward to many more in the years to come.